All right, thanks for checking out the video, you guys. So I've been wanting to do this video a while, and this is going to be on the WR Products F3 oil filter cleaner. You've probably seen their stuff all over online, advertised. Washes up to 10 filters, soak the filter in it, rinse it in water, and you're done. So I was curious, how well does it work? And can you actually do 10 filters on a bottle? Because it's actually a pretty small bottle. It's 1 quart bottle here. So we're gonna go over it, and I've got some filters out here to show you and test with so we can see if it actually works as they say it does. So, I mean, as you know, if you've seen my stuff, we have a lot of motorcycles, and that's a lot of filters to take care of. So we want to do this, and finally got enough dirty filters saved up that we can. So I've got them laid out here. I've got 3 kind of dirty filters from the 85, 4 to, pretty dirty to not really dirty from my 300, and then 1 dirty, 1 kind of dirty from my wife's YZ250 FX. And then in my bucket, I got a couple others if we need them. But I'm hoping that, these 9, that should give us a good test and see how well it works. So right here is the F3 film filter cleaner. Pretty much 2 minutes it says, and you can get it clean. Right there on the bottle, cleans 10 filters. On the website though, it says it cleans up to 10. So we're gonna see if that actually works. Some information on the back. Soak it for about 2 minutes in the cleaner. This is a sealed bottle. And then rinse it out in water. Once you rinse the filter out in water, do not put it back in the solution. So I'm going to use this kind of homemade jug here for the F3 solution. And then I've got my water right here, and we'll see how it works. So we'll give that a try and see what we find out. Okay, so got the F3 here again. So cleans 10 filters. If you want to pause it and read some of the information on the back here. Again, just recapping though. Massage it in the solution for about 2 minutes, rinse it out in the water, and then you should be good. So let's pop this guy open and show you how it works. So you just take the jug, pour it into whatever you're going to do it with. It also has a really unique smell to it. Kind of almost smells like a bubble gum from a car wash. Kind of weird, but all right. There we go. Bucket's fairly full. Let's just dive right in. So we're going to start with a pretty soiled filter here. Just gonna pop that in there. Get it way down in there. Just kind of get it soaked in. Start massaging it. So I can tell it's getting really clean already. Here, I'll just pull it up, show you. So we still have some dirt, fine particles in there, but a lot of the oil, if not all of it, is removed. I should also note, all of these filters are treated with FFT from Maxima. So it's all the same oil that we're going to be testing this with. On their website, they do say that it will work with anything. Also, if you follow their social media, they test a lot of different stuff too. And I'm not twisting this or anything. I'm just agitating it, squeezing it with my hand. Okay, pull this out. Squeeze out all the extra. I have a feeling to get it to last for 10 filters, we're going to need all of it to last as long as possible. Okay, so a little bit of staining in the glue. I really don't care about that. Overall, actually came out really clean. We do have some dirt in there, which is probably why we need to rinse it. So let's bring bucket over for rinsing, and you'll see instantly all that dirt just kind of went into the water there, which is really cool to see. And give it a couple more good squeezes. One thing I noticed too, I typically will use gasoline or diesel to clean these, and it kind of dries out the foam. But this foam feels soft, like new. And it's also not sticky, which tells me all that oil's out, but that we got pretty much a brand new filter. Right there, got a little dirty spot over there. Let's see if I can massage that out because I'm really picky with my filters. There we go. Yeah, looks great, feels great. All right, let's move on. We'll do somewhat dirty. Get this guy in here. I'm sure a lot of people are just going to kind of skip through most of these videos as far as what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, because you really just care about the end result, which I don't blame you. Watch me do the same thing over and over. It's going to get old. Yeah, so we're just agitating it again. Same as before. Really the goal is we just want to get this solution and all the nooks and crannies to break down the oil. So one thing I'm noticing, this does seem a little bubblier in here than last time. I wonder if some of the water from my gloves transferred, so I'll be drying them off between, because that is one thing they say on the bottle, because this solution kind of acts like a soap. So you can tell that the solution's already really dirty. I normally have a big bucket that I use for this, but since there's such a small amount of this cleaner in there, I didn't want to have just a very thin amount. Okay, filter 2, got some dirt. It's a little stained from the FFT, but overall feels good like a new filter. It's not sticky. Let's put it in the soap. And I do see some of the FFT residue here in the water. All right. Yeah, looking like a nice clean filter there. Grab a towel. Get my hands as dry as possible. All right, let's go to another dirty filter. Actually, let's wait. Let's use this oil a little bit more and then see how it does on a dirty filter and see if it can keep cleaning it. I think that's going to be a good test. So the FFT, or sorry, not the FFT, this F3, it's working really good so far. Cost-wise, on their website, they run it for $25 for one of these quarts. So $25 to do up to 10 air filters would mean $2.50 a filter. Kind of high. But they do have discounts all the time on their website. Like I just looked before starting this video, they had 10% off without any coupon code. Sometimes, like first time buyers, you can get a little more. So just kind of check their website, see what's on there. But it also depends on if you like to do air filters or not, or how many you have to do. If you're not doing this often, might not be too bad, but if you have as many as I have, if I can get 10 knocked out with just one solution, you know, biodegradable. The only thing dangerous about this solution is what's going to be left over from the FFT, because it is a petroleum based. It's not like a no toil that's all biodegradable and safe. Okay, filter number 3, some dirt, some blue, but it feels like a new filter. So I'm not going to worry too much on the staining on them, because to me that's going to happen. I may go dump this though, because it is starting to have quite a bit of the FFT in here. I'm afraid that's going to contaminate some filters as we go. Yeah, looks nice and clean, feels good. Let's go ahead and knock out another. We'll start to an 85 filter. And I'm using these filters because they're all about the same size and what I would expect from like a standard big bike filter. These 85 filters are similar. That's a YZF filter, which is pretty much the same style on all the big Yamaha 4-strokes. The KTM filters are all similar also. I wanted to avoid the kid filters, like for the 65s I have in the bucket, just because I want this for like most people that are going to use this. All right, just kind of massaging it in here. Now these two for the 85 I have, these are brand new filters. They've only had one use on them, or one use. They've never been cleaned. So, because we just got that bike. So I'm curious how clean these come out as far as the color. Okay, pretty good. Does seem like we're having a little bit of an issue getting it fully clean. Maybe I'm being picky here. Maybe it just needs to be rinsed off still. It's hard because I don't have a way to separate the dirt at the bottom of this tiny bucket. Almost wishing I used a bigger one. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so here we go. Rinse that off. And again, it feels like a brand new filter. It's hard to describe unless you've ever done it, but if you're watching this video, you probably clean your own filters. You know what I'm talking about. A brand new filter has a nice, soft, pliable feel. And then as you clean them, they kind of get firm or they get sticky because you're not getting all the oils out. Yeah, that's acceptable. All right. That is acceptable to me. Put that off to the side. I'm going to stop this video real quick, go rinse out this water, come back. Okay, got clean water back. So we've done 4 filters so far, and they're all coming out very nice and clean, which is great. That's what I was hoping for. Let me just show you the solution a little closer. Kind of have a blue ring going on in there, and if you remember, it went in mostly clear, so it's definitely catching a lot of the dirt, pulling out all that FFT, and kind of see some of the dirt sediment in there as well. It's really hard to tip this over for it, but let's go ahead and keep going. So we'll grab another 85 filter, pop that in there. I have no idea about this filter. It's the one that came with the bike, so let's see how it looks. So actually, I guess I should clarify. I don't know what's on this filter, if it was FFT or not. It looked like FFT, but it could be Bel-Ray. It was just a blue kind of foam filter oil. So the Bel-Ray, the FFT is all blue. And this one's coming out nice and clean. Almost wish I used a bigger bucket. This little one's nice to get good coverage, but then when you come to pull it out, it's kind of hard to get it. Filter's feeling pretty good. Does look like though, I don't know if that's stains or if that's just how it is. So you know what, I'm gonna flip this inside out and just see how it is on the inside. So this is the first one we've had to do it with, but again, I don't know anything about this particular filter, so I'm gonna kind of be a little more diligent on it. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that those are stains, which we'll find out in a minute. Let's go ahead and put it in here in the soap, and bam! All that dirt just dumps out of it. We can see we got kind of oil all around, which is fine because we're just trying to get the oil out of the foam. The oil and dirt are the bad parts. So yeah, I'm gonna guess that that is a stain there. It does not feel sticky. I know I keep saying that. That's, to me, kind of a test if there's any oil left in there, is if that filter, the foam just feels sticky. So, okay. That's 5 down. Go into my last 85 filter, and then we'll kind of, after this one, get into the 2 pretty heavily soiled ones we have left. I'm just massaging it, trying to get the foam to soak up as much of this chemical solution as possible to help break down the oils. Yep, feels good. Looking pretty good. Okay. Get it in our water. Okay, and everything feels good. It's soft, pliable. So, there we go, happy. All right, let's jump into this one. This one's very, very nasty. Probably a long, dusty race my wife did. So here on filter, let's see, this is number 7. It is struggling a little. We're not getting the dirt out as easily, it seems, but the chemical is only supposed to be breaking down the oils, so maybe that's what the bath will do. That mostly just looks like dirt. Let's go ahead and give it another good rinse. Massage it in with my fingers here. It's feeling a little lighter. You can definitely tell a filter when it's has a bunch of oil in it. It does feel a bit heavier. Okay. Yeah, we're looking all right. Big test here. That's looking pretty good, actually. I honestly didn't think it would get it that clean. I was expecting it to kind of fall off near the end here. That, I don't feel like heavy oily spots. This in the corner here. Can't tell what that is from. So that, yeah, we got some spots here. So I'm not sure. It looks really good, but we're gonna call that one a maybe for right now. Let's do the next heavily soiled KTM one. And this should be a good indication if this stuff is still working. Definitely dirty. You can still feel some oil in there. And I also do not heavily oil my filters. I give them a good coating, an FFT, and then I do squeeze out excess. So it's not like these are just soaked full of oil. We're looking all right. This one is definitely dirty. I almost wonder if I need some fresh water for this and that last filter I did. I'm not gonna say, yeah, not perfect necessarily, but I think part of that's this water. So I'm going to go dump it. See, we did 4 on the first set of water, and this is the 4th one again. Not really. I did 2, and then on the 3rd I wasn't happy. Overall, we're not looking bad. Actually, that is probably just fine. I am picky though. So I'm gonna go dump this water, not touch this solution at all, and then we'll come back with fresh water, rinse the last 2 filters off, and then finish up. Okay, so let's look at my nasty bucket here. Lots of dirt and silt at the bottom. Fresh water. Let's just rinse off this KTM and Yamaha filter and see how much dirt comes out. So this is just warm water from the sink, no soap. Normally I would use like Dawn dish soap to wash them out with like any other normal cleaner, but with this it says just use water. So that's what I'm doing. Yep, I think I just needed some cleaner water there. That looks much nicer. Let's check this Yamaha one. We still have some stuff here in the corners. I don't think it's a stain. So that I'm a little surprised by, but I don't want to put this back in the solution because with water it activates this into a soap, so I don't want to do that. But that I think is still just fine and acceptable to be used. Alright, well, let's go for another Yamaha one that's not all that dirty. And while I let that soak in, I'll grab a couple more of these tiny ones I have for the 65, and then that's from a Honda XR80, I think is what that's from. We're just going to keep going and see how long it's going to go. All right, it's dirty, but let's just give it one more go. Okay, and into the water. Yeah, I am happy with that. So 9 filters so far. Just over, kind of do a recap of them real quick. So there's all the filters we've done. All of them pretty clean. Let's just go ahead and keep going and see what happens with these other ones. Now I know these are the Maxima Pro filter, one-time use filters, but if I can clean them and get 1 or 2 more uses out of them, I will. Just because. Like, I have a hard time throwing them away, if they're still usable. If I see any issues with the foam or the glue, I'm going to toss it, but if it all looks fine, then why not? You know, I don't expect these to last as long as like a no-toil, but if I can get 4 uses out of them, perfect. You know, so like right there, we're already ripping the glue. That's garbage. That's not even worth keeping. So maybe I should have inspected the glue and seams first. But I guess even though I did toss that one off to the side, we did clean it, so let's just toss it in there and see what happens. Let that soak for a bit while I work on this one. Yep, well, that looks good. Still looks like we have some oil in there. Move that around a bit more. Yeah, okay. Put that in there. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely not using that again, but looks pretty clean. Toss that off to the side though. Here's the one we just cleaned. I don't know, I'm seeing, it's kind of hard to see, but I am seeing what looks like some oil still in here, and I kind of squeeze it out, which means I don't think this is still working as well. Let's just toss that guy in. You can tell this cleaning solution is getting very full of oil. Yeah, we still have a little sticky. This is a super old filter, so I'm not expecting anything. I'm just more curious. But it's definitely still has oil in it. I can feel it. All right, let's see what happens here. Again, this water is really nasty. I think we're not getting all the oil is becoming, I think, stronger than the cleaner, and so that's why we're getting so much more oil transfer into our bucket, as the cleaner's not able to break it down as much. Still doing it. I'm just not sure on the effectiveness of it. Yeah, we still have a little. And I am curious, I'm gonna change that out and retest it. But I don't think we need to do that with you guys. So there you go. You know, we got 9 full-size filters done. And we did these 4, and they are, you know, I still see, looks like some oily spots in a couple areas. This one still just has that heavy feel. That one came out pretty clean. Our bucket though is pretty gross. And you can see it is mostly, I don't know if that showed, but it is mostly blue now. Our water, definitely had to change it a whole bunch. So I think it works, and you know, for it saying up to 10 filters, I'd say that's what we got. Say 2 kid filters equals 1 adult big bike filter, then yeah, we're right there at 10. It did the 9 pretty well. All right, camera shut off on that, but I'd say the most important thing is making sure that we are swapping out this water a lot. So fresh water seems to be the trick. There you go, WR F3 fast foam filter. Just Google it, you'll find it. Okay, so my camera's having issues. Let's make this short and sweet. Would I continue to use it? Yes. Am I going to? I don't know. Diesel and gas are cheap. It's a little nastier to work with though, and it is a little bit more harmful on the filters. So I have another bottle of that F3 I'm going to try, and then I guess that'll kind of be the deciding factor for me. Leave me a comment if you want to know any more information on it, and if you have any questions or suggestions, you know, shoot me a message. If you need a deal on FXR gear, there's an email down below. Let me get you a deal on that so we can get you set up. If you're in the Pacific Northwest or actually anywhere in the country, I can take care of you. So that is it.